Hey, good morning, guys. Today, as soon as I get this pulled up, we are going to be learning about the gold rush in California. Now, last time in social studies, we spoke about the reasons why people moved westward. And one of the reasons why was because of the California gold rush. Let's watch a little video about it and we'll talk some more.
The California Gold Rush. Gold was first discovered in California by James W. Marshall at Sutter's Mill near the city of Coloma, California. The story goes back to 1848. James was building a sawmill for John Sutter when he saw something shining in the river. They both tested the metal. It was gold. Soon, the word got out. It was no longer a secret. Not many Americans lived in California, but that soon changed. By 1849, thousands upon thousands of people arrived in search of gold. The journey to California was dangerous. Some would go by sea from the East Coast or on land along the California Trail. These people would become known as the 49ers. One way to find gold was to pan for it. Miners would sink the pan into the water and shake the dirt away to reveal any gold. Miners needed a lot of equipment, including a mining pan, a shovel, a pick, and food supplies. Businesses who sold this equipment to the miners often became richer than the miners could ever be themselves. Wherever gold or silver was discovered, miners would move in and set up camp. These would often grow into boom towns, which would become deserted once all the gold opportunities had dried up. So, was the gold rush worth it? Some became wealthy, but most returned home empty-handed. Subscribe to see more fun history videos. Get Simple History, the Wild West.
All right. So we learned a little bit about the gold rush. We're going to read a book here in just a minute, but first I want to go over your vocabulary. Boom towns were towns that experienced rapid growth during sudden prosperity. Okay. Ghost towns, it talked about towns that were deserted with few or no people living there after the gold rush was over, and those were called ghost towns. The video did not discuss hydraulic mining, but we're going to read about it here in just a minute. So hydraulic mining is mining that is powered by liquid moving through pipes under pressure. And here's a picture of a gentleman hydraulic mining. Panned was where they washed gravel in a pan to look for gold. And when I think of panning for gold, this is the exact picture I get in my mind. And so this guy has a little shaker box and he's dumping water in. He's panning for gold. Now, we're going to read this book, California Gold Rush. It's by Veronica B. Wilkins, and it is from Epic. Okay, and it's called California Gold Rush. Chapter 1, Finding Gold. On January 24th, 1848, men were building a sawmill on a river near Coloma, California. James Marshall was one of these workers. Marshall saw something shiny in the water. It was gold. He told his boss, John Sutter. Sutter asked the workers to keep the gold a secret. Why? It was worth a lot of money. But the secret got out. A newspaper reported the story on March 15, 1848. Few readers believed it. Then Sam Branham told the people in San Francisco. Why? Because he owned a store near the discovery. He wanted gold seekers to come to his store. His plan worked. Many came to search for the gold. The California Gold Rush began. Now, news of the gold continued to spread. Thousands of people came to California between 1848 and 1855. They hoped to get rich finding gold. Before the gold rush, many Native American, Mexican, and Spanish people lived here. There were only a few white settlers. Chapter 2, Hunting for Gold. Getting to California was hard. Why? People came in covered wagons. The journey west across North America was long. Mountains were hard to cross. Sailing across the Pacific Ocean was easier. Miners came from countries like Peru, Chile, China, New Zealand, and Australia. Others sailed from the U.S. East Coast. Many ship crews left their ships in San Francisco to search for gold. About 80,000 men came to California in 1849. This is why people called them 49ers. Small towns became crowded boom towns. Living in these towns could be dangerous. Why? They had few laws. Miners spent their days looking for gold. At first, they panned for it on rivers, but panning was slow. Rocker boxes sped up the process. And right here is a figure of a rocker box. And it says one up here, water and dirt are poured into the hopper. A screen catches the sticks and stones. Okay, 2. A miner rocks the pan. See, there's a handle there. With the handle, it separates gold from dirt. Gold's heavier. It settles. Then 3, that's called the apron. Dirt washes away. Gold is left on the apron, and miners collect it by hand. Chapter 3, the gold rush ends. There was only so much gold on Earth's surface. Miners found much of it. Hydraulic mining began in 1853. Miners sprayed water into mines, and this helped find gold underground. But hydraulic mining was bad for Earth. Mines left holes in the countryside. Rivers filled with dirt from mines, and this made it hard for crops to grow. By 1855, there was little gold left to be found on Earth's surface. Hydraulic mining needed fewer miners. Many miners left. Boom towns were left empty. They became ghost towns. About 250,000 people came to California to find gold during the gold rush. Between 1847 and 1860, the state's population tripled. California would never be the same. It became home to people from around the world. San Francisco grew into a large city. Here's a little quick fact timeline. On January 24th, 1848, James Marshall finds gold. Okay. February 2nd, 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ends the Mexican-American War. It gives the United States control of California. Okay. And then California, the Californian, a newspaper in San Francisco, reports the discovery of gold in March of 1848. And in May, Sam Brannan spread news of gold in San Francisco. August 1848, a newspaper in New York reports the discovery of gold. December of 1848, President Polk confirms the discovery of gold in California during his State of the Union address. Now, September 1850, California became a state. 1853, hydraulic mining was first used. In 1860, California's population had tripled since the start of the gold rush. Now back to our slides. What I want you to do is create a bar graph to display the population increase of California between 1848 and 1860. And so I've given you your dates here. March 1848, 800 people lived in California. 1850, they had 92,597 people lived in California. 1852, it jumped to 260,949 people. 1855, jumped to 300,000 people. and 1860, 379,994 people lived in California. So what you're going to do, here's an example, okay? So you're going to have to first choose what you want your bar graph to go up by, meaning the values. So you have 800, and it goes all the way up to 379,000. So what do you want your bar graph to go up by? And that would be over here on this side, okay? And then across the bottom, would be your years, 1848, 50, 52, 55, and 60, okay? So get you a sheet of paper, pause the video here, copy down this information so that you can complete a bar graph. That way you can display the population increase of California between 1848 and 1860, okay? Now, instead of doing a review on your book, we're going to play a Kahoot game. Right here's the link. So if you just copy this down exactly the way it is, it will take you to the Kahoot game to play, and that will be your review, okay? Complete your bar graph. Always read and take AR tests. Science A to Z, there's lessons on there for you. And of course, iReady. Those of you that can do iReady, please get your iReady reading and math in, okay? All right, we will meet, guys, and go over this, and I look forward to seeing everybody's information. Have a good day.